Do you play NBA 2K25 a lot? Maybe off.
I do, for the most part. I know my friend group does. So throughout the house, there's a lot of controller throws and yelling and stuff like that.
You want to shout any players that you play with out? Like
north of the border in Toronto, the setting for the Warriors. One of the all-time greats and still at the height of his game, Steph Curry, aiming to put on a show. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Rich. Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Wiggins and Kuminga at the forward. A lot of bounce there. And it's Black Hole in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Barrett in at the 3 spot. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
Pass to Kuminga. Pirtle grabs a miss. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. To the paint. Here's Barrett. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, just a great job by Barrett. Pounding it inside and getting to the line.
Well, Grant, the Raptors are in the middle of a rebuild and are looking to establish an identity here.
Yeah, they've got some solid young pieces, specifically Scotty Barnes. They just need more experience and some time in order to learn what it takes to win at this level.
Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
Just 5 on the clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. You know, for all the accolades going Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
Here's Barnes. Deflected. And they get it back. Barrett passes to Pirtle. And it's good. 2 points.
We have seen Jakob's role on offense grow over the years. He is a high percentage shooter from inside.
Pass to Black Hole. Hield fires from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. I asked him specifically about Stephen Curry and what his defensive game plan is for him, and he told me, I just talked with them about communicating out there, especially when the screens are coming. We can't give Steph an inch in those situations. I think it's fair to say we can expect to hear a lot of chatter out there tonight, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Controls the rebound and the putback.
There is value in traditional 5s like Pirtle. They can grab glass and they can get you bonus points.
Back to Curry. Pass to Black Hole. Wiggins outside. The floater. Blocked! Oh,
Excellent timing there by Barrett. Delivering the swat at the exact right moment.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Now Grady Dick. Last game, 26 points for him. And here's Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Quickly. Sinks that one from the post.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Curry. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's going to go on Emmanuel Quickly.
Well, we might as well count those free throw shots. Curry is automatic at the line.
Mitchell's checked in for Toronto. Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Well, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
The Warriors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Black Hole. Back to Curry. Kuminga against Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. Kuminga's shot is off. For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Mitchell double team. Outside Dick. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Barrett. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Hurdle. Misses from close range.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish it tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Kuminga's shot is off. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Outside Mitchell. Outside Dick. Now Barrett. It's deflected. Now here's Hield. 5 points in the game. And he gets that one. Hield's got 7 points in the game.
Nice move. Hield showing he's not just a three-point shooter.
Toronto trailing. Pass to Barnes. Here's Mitchell. He's covered by Curry. Up top, Dick. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Kuminga. On the break. And it's Hield. That time on the assist by Curry. 9 points in the game.
Ooh, he's on a bit of a heater now. He hasn't missed one this quarter yet.
Here's Mitchell. No points so far. Right side Barnes. Poke loose. Gets stolen by Hield. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. The 3 from Curry. Barnes with the rebound. Raptors trail by 4. Outside Dick. Pass to Pirtle. Mitchell against Wiggins. Here's Pirtle. And he's going. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to. Ask for a second look.
Timeout. Timeout.
Started. People were worried that this was slowing the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA...
Here's Curry. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Then there's Emmanuel quickly. Then it's Chris Boucher, and it's Lawson in at the 2. That's the group for Toronto. Kick off the second quarter. Barnes, no good. Now the Warriors with it, fresh off a win against the Pacers.
It was a lockdown effort defensively, contesting shots and really protecting the painted area.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Barrett against Wiggins. Left side Barrett. Shoots over Wiggins. The rebound by Black Hole. Here's Hield. Can't connect from short range. Raptors trail by 15. Outside Barnes. Pass to Quickly. Boucher right side. 5 on the clock. Shoots a fadeaway. And again, Toronto, no good.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Shot is good by Curry.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
Quickly passes to Boucher. Back to Quickly. Pass to Barrett. Boucher up top. The 3 is up. Warriors with the rebound. Black Hole's got his 6th rebound on the night. Curry passes to Black Hole. The shot. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Quickly outside. Pass to Boucher. Quickly deciding where to go with it. He buries it from 3. Quickly's got 5.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Black Hole. He's off on that one. Oh, good D by Boucher. Here's Lawson, guarded by Hield. Here's Barnes. From 8 feet away, and no good, trying to use the glass.
Well, sometimes you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Here's Black Hole. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Barnes against Kuminga. And rejected. On the wing, Curry. Last game we saw him with 32 points. Pass to Black Hole. The kick out, Curry. Plenty of space. Jump shot is good that time. 10 points for him. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is so their shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Pass to Heel. Here's Black Hole. 29 points for him last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And you look at the number of shots he blocked, almost single-handedly changed the game.
Counted from distance.
This is what Curry does best. He is so creative at getting into rhythm and staying hot.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Black Hole in their last game against the Pacers was simply terrific. He picked up 29 points and he registered a triple-double showing off all of his skills. He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And here's Curry for three. They get the rebound. Black Hole, that's good. Black Hole's got 6 in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
As a player, these ones are fun. You get to match it with guys you rarely see.
Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
Black Hole, the pass to Kuminga. Wiggins outside. Takes it inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
He's quick down the lane. The D had to reach out to stop Wiggins.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And some changes here for the Raptors. Olynyk comes in for Boucher, and it's Dick in for Lawson. Quickly with the ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit. And again, no good by Toronto. The Warriors lead by 22. Here's Curry. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
That just demonstrates how fearless Curry is. Look, he knows how to get inside and draw plenty of fouls.
And that one falls for Curry. Abaji's checked in for Scotty Barnes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Schroeder comes in for Heel.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Timeout called. The Raptors defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
I actually thought their execution at times was excellent, but they failed to come through in those important moments.
And it's just a couple of bad breaks, and then you're on the losing end. I'm sure they're going to bounce back quickly.
Up top, Dick. He's covered by Curry. Dick, the pass to Barrett. Unloads from 13. And again, Toronto, no good.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. And he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
Green, the pass to Black Hole. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Black Hole's got 8 points in the quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Pass to Olynyk. Back to Quickly. Stolen by Schroeder. Here's Black Hole. Guarded by Olynyk. And they're running. Here's Abaji. He's got a piece of it. Kicks it out to Barrett. Quickly outside. Left side Barrett. Back to Quickly. 5 to shoot. Outside Barrett. Takes a 3. And it's Kelly Olynyk with the foul. That's his first foul. Tipped away. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Pass to Mitchell.
Who's got ball?
It's blocked.
Risky strategy here. I mean, shifting their offense more to the outside. We'll see.
Here's Black Hole. Moody on the wing. And here's Pajemski. One second left. No good on the buzzer. So as we conclude.
Score is your Raptors 33. The Warriors 57. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Raptors.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Stephen. Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Steve Kerr's foul. Wiggins and Kuminga at the forward. A lot of bounce there. Curry and Heel to the sharp shooting backcourt. And it's Black Hole in at the 5 down low. Dick, the pass to Barrett. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
And that's a shot that Jakob has developed since entering into the league, and now it's a weapon.
Toronto shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. Barrett passes to Dick. Barnes with it. Pass to Dick. Knocks it loose. Back to Barnes. It's tipped. Here's Kuminga. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on red quickly. You know, when you look around the league at the young players, Kuminga is one of the stars.
It's hard to ignore the work that he's done in his young career. Already a part of a championship team. There is no doubt he's blossoming into a star in this league. We got to keep an eye out for him.
Quickly from outside. Knocks it down from distance. Quickly's got 10 points in the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Healed on the wing. Guarded by Dick from the low block. And he can't bank that one in.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
Barnes. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from Kuminga.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
And it's Black Hole missing.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Curry against Quickly. The rebound by Black Hole. Black Hole's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Pass to Pirtle. Falls back and drains a fadeaway J. 11 points in the game.
He's really carrying the load. No man can do it all by himself.
A look at how All-Star voting is going thus far.
And so much fun to see the tallies start to come in.
Essex Street. Fly in my ops, she didn't envy me. Passing it off like CP3. Shawty, she calling me MVP. I be on time, it's something you ain't never seen before. They call me the Dama, really want my whole team to score. Yeah, too icy. Yeah, too clean. Yeah, my zone. Yeah, 2-3. Yeah, got shooters that hit from deep. Bust like Giannis. Yeah, too mean. Bright lights like we at the garden. On P, don't get me started. Whole team walk in, we the party. If I can't make the play, I'ma lob it. If you jump, that's right on your head. Had to put him to sleep, go to bed. I'm a star, drop 50 and left. From the logo, like I'm Steph. Put it up, knock him down every time. Going hard like my life on the line. Catch me on the course, I would've dime. Never losing, I put it on mine. Had to get on, I've been laying low. It get real when it comes to the playoffs. You can fight with me, know it's a KO. And they hating, they know I'ma take off. I dropped the top on the Essex Street. Fly in my ops, she didn't envy me. Passing it off like CP3. Shawty, she calling me MVP. I be on time, it's something you ain't never seen before. They call me the Dama, really want my whole team to score. Yeah, too icy. Yeah, too clean. Yeah, my zone. Yeah, 2-3. Yeah, got shooters that hit from deep. Bust like Giannis. Yeah, too mean.
If you're not first, you're in last.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The athletic front court pair. Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hill. And it's Burgess in at the 5 down low. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, three-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys. Well, black hole in that last game against the Pacers really lit up the floor. He added 29 points, and he did a little bit of everything for them in that one, adding a triple-double in the process. A mind-blowing effort, one that's going to be hard to repeat. But hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
And the basket by Curry.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first three of this half.
Now, here's quickly. He's got 10. It's Jake on the wing. Outside, Barrett. Over Wiggins. There's another block. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
A difficult situation for Toronto. Tipped away. It's stolen by Hield. Curry passes to Burgess. Banked in off the glass. Black Hole's got 10. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And not to mention, they're playing with great activity. A lot of block shots, good hands, active hands, nothing easy for the opposition.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, we talked so much about Curry being the best shooter after he makes a three, but there's a lot more to it. I mean, this guy is also the most accurate free throw shooter of all time. So it's pure no matter where it comes from.
And the Raptors call time here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go to get back on track.
Shirts to our loudest fans. Now is that time to grab a freebie.
And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Warriors, number 1.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Lawson outside. Now the feed to Barnes. They can't stop the run with that one.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together. Ooh, that's impressive. Kuminga with the catch and the flush.
Here's Barrett following the basket by Jonathan Kuminga. Barrett the pass to Lawson. Knocked loose. Olynyk finds Boucher. Here's Lawson. Raptors moving the ball around. On the clock. And here's Barnes for 3. It's rebounded by Burgess.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now here's Barnes. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now, here's Barrett. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And there's the pass to Boucher. Here's Hield. It's rebounded by Barrett. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Fades away. Wiggins against Lawson. Passes to Burgess. He dishes it to Curry. Lets it go with a 3. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Barnes. Covered by Hield. Great open look there. Boucher's got 8 points.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Hield from outside. They get it back. Black Hole passes to Kuminga. And rebounds again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
For 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Recently, the Raptors made moves, Greg, to add some Canadian-born talent to their roster.
They traded for R.J. Barrett and Kelly Olynyk, two guys that represent Canada in international play, and were both born in Toronto, now playing for their hometown team.
Curry against Barnes. Another shot. That's another rebound.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
Oh, GA, he is crashing the glass with energy. I love it.
The three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Here's Barrett. Unable to get that one. Wiggins with some nice D.
A bit shocking that he has not registered one made field goal in the quarter, guys.
Kuminga, no good.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team. I mean, I don't know. Does he look a couple steps slow today? He needs to shake that off and get into the zone and get on the scoreboard.
And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. And then on Friday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for that matchup with the Magic, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride. What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Green, he's checked in for Kuminga. Moody comes in for Wiggins, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Buddy Hield. Here's Abaji. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. The deep three from Mitchell. And the Raptors miss again. Warriors shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. And the shot goes down.
Whenever Schroeder sees a hole in the defense, he is ferocious in how he exploits it.
Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Pass to Abaji. Now Olynyk. Boucher in the post. He's covered by Burgess. Here's Abaji. It's rebounded by Burgess.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game. I mean, he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Here's Mitchell. After the Warriors pick up 3. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Abaji. Olynyk has the open look. Knocks down the 3-ball. Olynyk's got 5 now.
Well, Olynyk very capable from out there. We'll see how the defense reacts now.
Black hole passes to Green. Launches a 3. And Boucher sends it back. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. 34-point advantage heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Walter, and it's Lawson in at the shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Jacks up a 3. Warriors with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And for such a young player, Brandon Bajemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of that.
Got a piece of it. Here's Burgess, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Now, here's Mitchell. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Loss in the pass to Abaji. 5 to shoot. Here he goes. Rejected by Burgess. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Here's Abaji, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Warriors shooting reasonably well, 45%. Shooter passes to Looney. Here's Burgess. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Walter. The Warriors making the shot. 6 on the shot clock. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And it's Lawson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Pass to Walter. Back to Mitchell. And it's sent back by Burgess. Schroeder, left side, and Lawson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lawson. Mitchell against Schroeder. Some players, Brent, have claimed entertainment is emphasized over competition. What do you think?
Well, I think there's a great balance, and the league does a great job of promoting its stars. But at the end of the day, Kevin, trust me, guys who are out here have a love for the game, a passion for the competition, and that's what we want to see.
And the Raptors with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. To the left side wing. Here's Fernando. Shot clock at 5. The high post shot, and it's blocked by Burgess. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Walter. Over Moody. And again, Toronto no luck.
Now, shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
It's stolen by Lawson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Fernando. He blocks it again.
He's now tied for third most blocks for a game.
A night to remember for us and for everybody watching. Just a dominating defensive performance.
Well, don't want to body him up. He's just too fast as Schroeder's able to get it done.
The pass to Lawson. The 3. And Moody pulls it down.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Black hole passes to Looney. Here's Burgess. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Mitchell left side. And that one goes long.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Mitchell following the score by Golden State. Lawson surveying the D, and the shot goes in.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Burgess. Lays it up off the glass. Black Hole's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Schroeder. Here's Puczynski. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Greg, everyone loves talking trade. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Pirtle, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Again with the block.
Another swat, and he has been a force on defense all game long.
Greg, he is now tied for second all-time for most blocks in a game. Just 2 to shoot. Walter, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Now a timeout called by Golden State. We know players are not shy about criticizing officials. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
I like the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you've got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. The Raptors getting the bucket. Black Hole passes to Moody. Tries from 7. Basket counts.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want. The other, not so much.
Yeah, this team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Mitchell kicks to Lawson. We've seen the NBA feature. There's another block.
And he has the all-time record for blocks in a game.
GA defensive dominance on a historic level. Toronto calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And so here's Toronto. Clock is at 3. Shoots it up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
At the line.
And Mitchell drops them both. The Warriors have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. They get it again. Black Hole passes to Looney. Now Puczynski. Poked loose. Shot clock at 2. They shoot again. And the layup drops in from Burgess. Black Hole's got 6 in the quarter.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Mitchell finds Boucher. Now here's Lawson. He's defended by Puczynski. Toronto working the ball around now. Lawson outside. He blocks it again.
Violation. Warriors ball.
Here's Burgess. Boucher defending. The shot's good from Burgess. Black Hole's got 22.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Now, here's Boucher. Mitchell kicks to Boucher. Misses, and he wants that one back.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Timeout called the Warriors.
If you want a free shirt,
So,
you need
Greg,
to be a
you played the
fan,
point.
and that means bringing
You
all the
played a
way
player.
to
If you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. The officials are all over that one.
That's his third personal foul.
First one falls for.
Second
The
team
Warriors
foul.
making a switch here. Jackson
At the
Davis is
line
checked
for
in.
2.
So he gets them both. Pajemski with it. Here's Burgess. Pass to Jackson Davis. He goes up again. The shot's good from Burgess. Black Hole's got 16 here in the second half.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
And he gets it to go.
Big night here for Pirtle. They found something with him.
The Warriors shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Pass to Pajemski. And the layup's good off the glass. Pajemski's got 7 points for the quarter. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pirtle, high post. Mitchell outside. With the shot. That one off the back iron and out. Warriors shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Burgess. Over to the wing. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Now the Warriors moving it up.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
That's his second personal foul.
Hugely satisfying
Third team foul.
win. A game that not
Shooting
many
for
will
Golden
soon
State.
forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Black Hole.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
And that's good. A nice job at the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Pirtle's frame is thin, but he is a physical big man,
At the
one who's
line
good
for
at getting
your
the D to
Raptors.
be overly aggressive inside.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Burgess. And Pirtle pulls it down. Now, here's Mitchell. So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
That's
A
the end of
resounding
the game.
victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you.
top on the S6 Street. Fly in my ops, she didn't envy me. Passing it off like CP3. Shawty, she calling me MVP. I be on time, it's something you ain't never seen before. They call me the Dama, really want my whole team to score. Yeah, too icy. Yeah, too clean. Yeah, my zone. Yeah, 2-3. Yeah, got shooters that hit from deep. Bust like Giannis. Yeah, too mean. Bright lights like we at the garden. On P, don't get me started. Whole team walk in me to party. If I can't make the play, I'ma lob it. If you jump, that's right on your head. Had to put him to sleep, go to bed. I'm a star, drop 50 and left. From the logo, like I'm Steph. Put it up, knock him down every time. Going hard like my life on the line. Catch me on the course, I would've done. Never losing, I put it on mine. Had to get on. I've been laying low, it get real when it comes to the playoffs. You can fight with me, know it's a KO. And they hating, they know I'ma take off. I dropped the top on the S6 Street. Fly in my ops, she didn't envy me. Passing it off like CP3. Shawty, she calling me MVP. I be on time, it's something you ain't never seen before.